Today on the show, we are talking weight loss with Jared McDonald from Metabolic Reboot, and we are talking wellness with Dennis Parker from the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School.
And if we want to talk about weight found, I'm your guy. All that.
Oh, you found it in the cake, didn't you?
I did.
It's always there. All this coming at you right here, right now on Talk365 TV. Here we go. Welcome to the show, everybody. I am Holly Love, and that is Trip Mitchell, and it is a wonderful, glorious time of year.
Well,
New beginnings.
Let me describe the set here.
Okay.
I've got my laptop.
You do.
My pad.
Yep.
2 phones.
Yep. Can I describe what was happening right before?
No, I was simultaneously on 4 devices accomplishing amazing things.
None of them were working, and we couldn't even find a picture that you just took.
You know, Apple's the evil empire to a lot of people. To people who love Apple, it's superior, and it's kind of like politics now.
So my reason is nothing to do with having a dog in the fight, because I'm sort of Switzerland like I am with politics as well. I like to just pick and choose. But I've had an Android for so long that it's exactly what you were just doing right there is why I've not switched. Because I refuse to have the learn time. The learning curve is such a pain in the booty.
Yes.
And it's just enough different. So
it does.
Anyway, welcome to Apple, dude.
Well, thank you very much. So want to talk a little bit about a new show that we're doing. And
yes.
So longtime newsman Randall Carlisle and John Absey, who played the Utah Jazz Bear for 25 years. Mm-hmm. We're doing a show called Working for Charities that's going to be launching next month. And
cool.
We are so excited about it. What we do each and every week is profile smaller mom and pop charities. And the big charities, God bless them, Make-A-Wish Foundation, I was a volunteer there back in the late 80s, love it. But sometimes the smaller, the Angels Hands, groups like that, are just fantastic because one person can make a difference. So what we're doing with the show is getting a chance to meet these people and tell their story. And we've met 12 of the most amazing people, and including Christy from the Falcons. So the show is called Working for Charities, and we're very excited about it.
So if they have a charity out there and they're looking to connect with you, what's the best way to go?
Go to our website, workingforcharities.com, and get in touch with us, and we'll have you on the show. And yet people just here are just so incredible, and one person can make a difference sometimes. What are we going to do when we come back?
We're going to be talking wellness with Mr. Jared McDonald and weight loss, so don't feel discouraged, be excited, it's super awesome. We'll be right back right after this.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state? Don't wait another minute. Let Tax 10,000 help you with a Tax Resolution Fresh Start program. These programs are now available to help Americans just like you stop struggling and get their lives back. They will handle all the necessary forms. And if you qualify, you may end up saving thousands of dollars. Let Tax 10,000 help you resolve your tax problems.
Call 1-800-698-3651. Call now.
Hey everyone, I'm Holly Love, and I am here at the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School with my good friend Dennis Parker. Dennis, I have 3 questions for you. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Number 1, when do classes start?
A person can start with the online portion of the training anytime, and then come into the live classroom trainings as we have them scheduled.
Who's signing up and why?
We have people who sign up to be certified clinical hypnotherapists who want to have those clinical skills to be able to affect behavioral modification. We have people who are executives, managers, or who want to have other career enhancements. And we also have grandparents and parents who want to know how to work with their own children and family.
Number 3, what happens if people mention that they saw us on Talk365?
We're offering a $200 textbook and CD package as part of their full registration.
All of this information and more is available on the website. Log on and change your life today.
Classes start January 14th. Enroll now. Today's wellness news you can use is brought to you by Brain Rehab Clinic. And welcome back to Talk365 TV. Great way to lose weight is have your knee replaced.
Ooh.
I lost 18 pounds that way.
I don't think that sounds very fun.
Well, aside from the pain and the countless hours of rehab and the
No
pain,
sleep and pain. Yeah.
it is a great way to lose weight. You don't even have to worry about it.
How is it now, though? How long has it been since your
It's 6 months
surgery?
and skiing on it beautifully. Unfortunately, I've got another malady, so I can't play hockey this year.
Shoulder?
No, this
We
is
got
a
the
hip.
shoulder done. Oh.
But yeah, can you imagine going down and having your shoulder replaced in the morning, your knee, and
Just a full auto body redo.
you know the funny part about that is, for my shoulder they kept the pain. They didn't give me a block, and for my knee they gave me a block. So I wake up in the hospital. I'm telling jokes, telling stories.
With your knee?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. I'm eating like crazy. I'm ordering food for the next day, and then about 2 a.m, the block wore off.
Oh, and you're like, welcome.
But weight loss, you've found, both you and Sylvia have lost a ton of weight, and you're real happy with the whole program.
We are. So we are not only an advocate and an announcer of this wonderful program you're going to learn more about coming up here in just a second. We are proud members of Jared's Metabolic Reboot program. Sylvia has lost 55 pounds, and the cool thing about this program is that it is real eating. I was just talking to a girl the other day who was telling me, I'm so frustrated with diets. She had done like keto, she had done the low carb, she's been doing Atkins, she did HCG, and she's lost like nothing. And so
She has lost something, money and time.
she has lost a lot of money and time, and she's very confused and very frustrated. And she's like, I get up and I work out and I don't work out. It doesn't matter either way. It's like some days it's a little bit down, but then it pops right back on if she just slips for a minute. And so I think weight loss, the biggest thing that I've learned through this journey is not only how frustrating it is, but how much misunderstanding there is out there about what's really going on when you're struggling with your weight. But it's the way your body is reacting to the food, because your body is not metabolizing it right. The toxins in our food is hitting your body crazy. It's causing cortisol spikes and insulin spikes and inflammation, which is the number one thing. So Jared's going to tell you more about this, and be sure and dive into his website if you want to contact him, because he's offering a consultation as well as a discount. So here you go. Metabolic Reboot with Jared McDonald.
Talk365 TV's Wellness Minute is brought to you by Wellness Team member and weight loss expert Jared McDonald.
Hey, this is Jared McDonald with your Talk365 TV Wellness Minute, and I'm here to talk to you about the Metabolic Reboot program that I run to help you reboot your metabolism so you can actually lose the weight that you want and keep it off permanently. So many people try to lose weight and it's such a struggle. They lose it, they gain it back. We want to actually address why we gain weight in the first place, why we lose it and gain it back. Now, the reason why this happens is actually because of stress and how stress impacts our body. So if you think about the stress response, you're faced with a tiger, fight or flight response, a couple of things start happening. Your brain starts sending signals down the line to your hormones, to your metabolism, to start storing energy to help keep you alive. Well, the problem with this is all this energy gets stored right in our midsection, right? The belly, the butt, the thighs, and it never will release that energy until our brain actually feels like we are out of that stressful situation, until the tiger's gone. Well, the issue is that we don't actually have tigers in our life. I mean, we have chronic stress, family and friends and finances and jobs and the freeway when it's backed up. All these things tells our brain to store energy, to store fat, never getting the opportunity to actually release it and let it go. And the way we typically try to get rid of this fat and lose weight is to either restrict calories or burn more in the gym. It's all about calories in, calories out. The problem is when you restrict calories, your brain doesn't know the difference between dieting to lose weight and not having enough food and you're actually starving, that you're in a famine. And the brain doesn't know the difference between running from an actual tiger and running on the treadmill or some sort of intense exercise, so it continually causes stress on the brain. So you stop losing weight, and then over time you start gaining weight, and a lot of times you even gain more weight than you did in the first place. So then the question is how do we fix all this? How do we address this? Can we retrain the brain? Can we get the brain to actually send the right signals? And that's exactly what my program does. Our program was designed to help the brain send the right signals so that it can feel comfortable going from this fat storing, stressful situation mode to burning fat and releasing the fat and letting go of it. So in my program, we reset the metabolism, we reboot the metabolism that it actually works the way that it should. We balance your hormones, we get your blood sugars balanced. We really essentially get your body functioning the right way. So we have a 6-week portion of the program that's our losing phase and a 3 to 5 week maintenance phase. So it's about 9 to 11 weeks. And we do coaching calls throughout the entire process. We've got guidelines to coach you through. We use some additional support through some nutrients and supplementation. This is a blend of vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. And amino acids just help build proteins in your body. So it's not a weight loss supplement or anything like that. It's a supplement that just gives you extra support to really, again, get the brain sending the right signals and the part of the brain specifically that actually regulates your metabolism. So the supplement, along with our eating program, which our eating program is real food. We don't use prepackaged shakes or pills or powders or meals or anything like that. We don't count calories or points or anything like that, macros. We just want your body to be nourished and you to eat real food. We've got recipe manuals. We have an online tracker that I have access to on a daily basis. So as we touch base, you have unlimited access to me, to message and email, and we have a support group as well that you can get in contact with me so that we can make adjustments and tweaks and changes as you go through the program to make sure that you can get the results that you truly want on the program. And we also celebrate together. Typically we see, in just the first week about 7 to 10 pounds of fat loss. So we're always celebrating our successes, and over the course of the 6 weeks, we typically see about 20 to 45 pounds throughout the 6 weeks. And then we empower you with the knowledge that you need long-term to be able to actually keep that off. So we've got resource and video and trainings and handouts and worksheets so that you can know exactly what to do to maintain your health and weight for the rest of your life. So to get a hold of me and join the program, the easiest way is to go to my website. It's rebootmymetabolism.com. My phone number, email address is on there, but the easiest way is to go to the schedule page. You can actually schedule a time to talk with me. I always do a free health discovery call. I want to talk with everybody who joins the program. 1, to make sure I can actually help, but 2, to make sure that people are a good fit. We don't always bring everybody into the program. We want to make sure that they're ready for this actual change and to get these results. Anybody who schedules with me and mentions Talk365TV is actually going to get a discount off the program, an incentive of $200 only for Talk365TV. So make sure you mention that. You can fill it out in the comments on your form or on our call together. And let's get started today.
This is a special report for people who want the facts about reverse mortgages without the hype. You've seen a lot of commercials telling you how you can turn the equity in your home into tax-free cash. But do you really know if a reverse mortgage loan can help you? Call today. For a limited time only, we'll send you a free special report. There's no obligation, and the call is free. So don't delay.
Call 1-800-517-7917. That's 1-800-517-7917.
Talk365 TV's Talking Wellness is brought to you by Certified Hypnotherapy Training School. I've only been working with you for 6 years now, and Dennis Parker's always been a friend of this show. I need to go in. Hypnosis is an amazing way to really transform. What's funny is, if you want to use a computer analogy, we are all hardware, but software runs us.
Well, the thing about the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School is they really teach you ways to use your mind management skills that are really real. I know I've said this before, but the first time Dennis taught me how to end an anxiety attack. Now, I don't know if you ever had an anxiety attack. It was my beast of burden since I was a kid, and I learned how to move my thoughts forward and have it end instantly, and it was like magical for me. But there are other things that hypnotherapy can teach you to do and also give you an opportunity at a new career. So if you're looking for something new, if you're a senior graduating from high school and you're thinking, man, it would be great to be able to go to school and actually pay my way, there's a lot of psychology majors who will come and do the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School because it's a trade school, and then they are able to add to their roster. But the thing about what Dennis does is he has a different program than anybody else out there. It is number one as far as legitimacy and credibility, and he cares so much about helping people fulfill their destiny. Even in our interview, we talk about the pricing and how he does financing, and he's so sweet because he just really wants to help you hit a home run if this is something you want to do for a career. So be sure and reach out to him because he really will work with you on financing. It's all online, and we review 8 reasons why this is the school that you want to go to if you've ever thought about a new career, or you're even just interested in learning more about certified hypnotherapy, because the best students are the ones that just take the class because they want to help themselves and their family.
Perfect.
We should go do it together.
I'll get a PhD because I'm a high achiever.
I think we should. So classes start on January 14th, but in the meantime, check this out.
Talk365 TV's Talking Wellness is brought to you by Certified Hypnotherapy Training School with Wellness Team expert Dennis Parker.
Welcome to Talking Wellness. I'm Holly Love, and today we are with Mr. Dennis Parker from the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School. Once again, only we drug him in studio. How are you?
Good, I'm glad to be here.
Good. Well, here's the deal. We have been running all of our segments that we have worked so hard on that explain what certified hypnotherapy is, what it can do for people, the benefits, why you would want to sign up and take the school even if you were just interested in having therapy. And people still have questions. And so I wanted to bring you in before classes start to really dive in and talk about the ins and outs of taking class.
Okay, what's different in our basic curriculum and philosophy is that the normal general behavioral model is that you think it, then you feel it, and then you do it. Our model's different. What that involves is that you think it, you get a chance to analyze it and logically think about it. You're there in the conscious mind, we have agency and choice, and we can take accountability and responsibility. When we finally decide that something is right, true, and correct for us in the way of a belief or let an image in or any other thing, then we get to decide, am I going to allow that subconscious access or am I going to reject it, or we like to just say bounce it out, okay? So there's the decision-making process at that point where a person actually can be taught to decide before they allow it into subconscious access.
And that's from your 30 years of training. You've learned that bounce out technique, and that is just yours.
Yeah. What happens at that point is that what the image or the belief hits at that point as it goes into the subconscious is the imagination. And what my big claim to fame is that we figured out how the imagination works. And what we've learned over all these years is that as a person applies their imagination to an image or a belief, if you turn your imagination up, now you're simultaneously turning the emotions up. If you turn your imagination down, you're simultaneously turning the emotions down.
Let's talk anxiety and different things like that too, because obviously, for me, that's been huge, learning the positive mind management techniques.
Well, part of that process again is that if we have a positive expectation of the outcome, then we'll generate emotions and feelings of enthusiasm or excitement. And if you turn that up in your imagination, now you're simultaneously turning up those feel-good feelings. But if we end up having a negative expectation of the outcome in advance, that does just the opposite. So that puts us into anxiety or fear or worry. People give it different labels, but it's the same feeling.
But the key thing to understand here is that this is a technique only taught and learned through Dennis Parker at the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School, and you can apply it to many different clients that you might have come through your door or in your own life issues that you may suffer with.
What's effective about it now is that we've also learned how to teach children these techniques, and so they can utilize their imagination correctly.
Wow.
So they can also turn down negative emotions and turn positive ones back up. I didn't used to do well with children because to do our normal clinical techniques required a person to have a fairly well-developed critical factor filter. In other words, they had to be able to do analytical, logical thinking and process. But with the mind management and what we've learned to do now, it's a matter of teaching them how to adjust their imagination and simultaneously adjust their emotions. We've been very effective with children down to the age of 5 now. It helps them in every way, focus in school, test-taking, relaxation, memory recall. There's all kinds of things that can be learned through this process.
Beyond that, there are other things that are very unique to your school. And we were talking earlier about how most training schools out there, they charge you per hour that you're learning. And you don't do that. You do a couple things very unique that no other school out there will do.
Well, we want to make it about competency. So when people come through the school, we're not charging them for every hour of training that they get, kind of thing. They basically pay us once, and if they do the full course, the full certified clinical training, and they're serious about it, then we give them the opportunity to re-audit free to start with. So if they take the whole course this fall, and then they want to re-audit part of it or all of it next spring, they can do that again free.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we want to make it about competency, and we tell them, look, we're going to train you and train you and train you until you know you're competent, we know you're competent, we want you to represent yourself well, we want you to represent hypnotherapy well, and frankly, I want them to represent the school well.
Absolutely.
So, and we want the public to get the benefits that we claim are available through hypnotherapy.
And you even offer things beyond the auditing where people can come and see you for coaching as well throughout their career. You have students coming back to you.
Yeah, the first half hour of every live training class is a question and answer period. So if the students have been reading their textbooks, or they've watched videos out of the video library, or they've done practice sessions and they have questions, or even students who graduated years ago, everybody knows they can come in to our meetings the first 30 minutes and ask me ongoing therapy questions. I'm working with this client, had this come up, what do you recommend? That kind of thing. So I give them ongoing coaching at those times
That's awesome.
as part of their program forever kind of thing.
Forever for free, which is a pretty awesome guarantee. Let's talk certifications and legitimacy of the school, because it's recognized nationally and by insurance companies, which is a really big deal.
We certify through the American Council of Hypnotist Examiners. They're one of the oldest and largest certifying organizations in the country. Hypnotherapy is a certifying profession, not a licensed profession. We're considered to be non-medical, so we don't diagnose, prescribe, treat, or cure. What we're doing is we help people resolve thinking errors at both the conscious and the subconscious level, and actually improve their lives as they figure out their problems. So the certifications, though, are good in all 50 states and 20 other countries. When you say it's recognized by insurance companies like health insurance don't normally recognize this in the state of Utah, but they do in 13 other states. So depending on where you live, some states
Will cover this.
Some states don't yet. So in that regard, you just have to check out where you live and see if they
Are covering it yet.
covering it or not yet.
Yeah.
Our students with their certifications can get regular professional malpractice insurance just like any other professional, like a doctor or psychologist, whatever. So our certificates are recognized by insurance companies as being the real deal, the real training, and people can get professional insurance, liability insurance with it.
Well, let's talk customizable attendance plans. If you are interested in doing this and you think, I don't know that I will be able to be there in person sitting there, you don't have to, because you can do all of this online, and you can make up classes and you can work this all out to customize to fit you no matter where you are.
Yeah, every class is broadcast online, and they do from all over. We had one person show up from Ireland a couple of classes ago.
Hey!
Yeah, as long as you have good internet service, you can get the classes and the training. So, first of all, people enjoy that because it's fully interactive. They can talk to people in the classroom, they can talk to me, and it's very effective. So that's not an issue. The certificate is a 300-hour certificate, but 200 hours can be done in individual study, meaning you read your textbooks. You can again watch videos on the video library. You can do some practice sessions and so on, all of those kinds of things. And then you need to participate in 100 hours live classroom trainings. But we call it adult learning because let's say you have to miss one night, you have a family function or something like that. We record every class as well. So anybody who misses a class, we send out that night's recordings within a couple of days. So everybody gets caught back up and nobody misses anything.
Let's talk payment.
We offer a 10% prepayment discount. So if you come in and you're committed to it, you want to do the full clinical program, you can pay the discounted rate up front, receive a 10% discount. If you want payments, our standard program is that you put a certain amount down and then we divide the balance by 12 or by 18 months and then people make that as their payment. But that's negotiable. I don't want to make it about money per se. I want to make it about people being successful, achieving their dreams, accomplishing their goals. And so if they call me, we'll make something work if they're serious about it.
So the entire course is around $6,500.
Right.
That's without any of the discounts, paying for it. And you figured out the math and how many working hours that comes down to, and it's about 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, if you come out of the school and let's say you come out charging about $70 an hour, basically 100 hours of doing hypnotherapy at $70 an hour, you made $7,000, which is more than the price of the entire school. So if you think about 100 hours, a 40-hour week, you work 2.5 weeks, and you paid for your entire training, and then you have that income potential for the rest of your life. We think it's like the best ROI on education there is.
I think that is the best ROI I've ever heard. That's amazing. So pretty much with the payment plan, like you said, there's a discount if you're able to pay it all at one time. And if you mention that you saw this today on Talk365 or any of the videos that are on the website with us, you will get a free $200 textbook package.
That's right. And that's about a $200 value, and that's in addition to the other discounts.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
And log on, because all of our videos are there, and as I said at the beginning, we cover extensively what certified hypnotherapy is, what it can do for you, how it can help your current career, how you can have a new career, and what kind of people can benefit from it. Are you a teacher? Are you a nurse? Are you a coach? Are you a professional athlete? Are you a sales exec, a business exec? Anything out there that you're doing, this can enhance it and make you faster, better, stronger at it, and there's no reason why you shouldn't sign up. Better your life, do it now. It's completely changed my life. I'm so grateful for you. We're so lucky to have you in the state of Utah, and we love you here at Talk365.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
As always, and don't go anywhere because we'll be right back right after this.
Classes start January 14th. Enroll now.
$10,000 or more to the IRS or state? Don't wait another minute. Let Tax 10,000 help you with a tax resolution fresh start program. These programs are now available to help Americans just like you stop struggling and get their lives back. They will handle all the necessary forms. And if you qualify, you may end up saving thousands of dollars. Let Tax 10,000 help you resolve your tax problems.
Call 1-800-698-3651. Call now.
Brain Rehab Clinic is proud to announce that they're the first clinic in Utah to have on-site the GyroStem. And welcome back to Talk365 TV. I'm Trip Mitchell, that's Holly Love. So we've learned how to reboot our brains. We've learned how to lose weight.
I have a question for you.
Certainly.
So we're talking about, getting a new start and having more power and all of those good things, but I had an opportunity to go and do a mastermind with my friends at Amplified Minds, and we did an event at Provo Beach. Provo Beach is really cool because they do events for corporations where they bring you in, and then you go and you do like laser tag and a ropes course, but in teams, and then we talk about after how that affects you in life, like to think about it. So I don't know if you know this, but I'm really scared of heights. I got thrown into this ropes course and I'm standing up by the ceiling and I'm looking around and I'm like, wow, these were business professionals I really respect. I don't want to be this girl on their team that is slowing them down. And I had to just summon the gumption from inside of me. I don't even know where it happened, but I just said to myself, get present, and I'm gonna do this and I'm not gonna fear it. And by the third time we had gone around the course, it was easy as can be. So I learned a powerful lesson that day, that it's like anything in life that feels scary at first, if you just do it a few times and you just jump in. So those experiences, have you ever had anything like that where it made you really think?
Oh, sure. And the thing about falling is it's not really a challenge. It's hitting the ground.
Yeah.
And if you can avoid that, Douglas Adams, who wrote The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, said the best way to fly is to throw yourself at the ground and miss. Yes. And if you think about that, every problem that you have that's kind of software related, if you just try it, what can happen?
Gets a lot easier.
It does. Hey, thanks for watching today. I want to thank everyone involved. Sylvia for making it happen. I'm Trip Mitchell. That's Holly Love. We'll see you next time.